We are live 364 days a year. What are we doing here?
If Dom turns at SummerSlam, I'm shaving my moustache off. I've told you, if that happens, it's going. My lip is cold because of a stupid bet that I made with YouTube.
Oh, good.
Wrestle's better than Daniel Bryan, Bryan Daniels. Better than Okada.
How did not get fishy after Monday Night Raw?
Good evening from Swansea wrestling fans. I'm your host, Ben Allison, and you are watching Wrestling Republic's daily broadcast, an early special where we are predicting the results of Night of Champions 2025. I have also asked AI what it predicts the results are going to be, and we'll take a look at those as well. But it is going to be a stacked show, and for a stacked show, we need a stacked panel. And let's kick things off with Shad. How are you today, Shad?
What's going on, Ben? It is your boy Shad Talks Graps. We back in the place to be. Night of Champions weekend, and also SmackDown's a little early tonight. You know, I got the connects out there in the UK. I might be watching a little bit earlier than the US times. You know, get yourself a VPN or something, people. I don't know. I'm not here to, we're not pirating, but everything's good here, man. And yeah, me versus Allen Iverson. I'm excited for this, man. I'm gonna beat AI one-on-one today. All right.
I thought as Clark wasn't on the show today, we were going to be avoiding that joke, but seemingly not. I can't escape it, but it is a pleasure to have you on the show, but it is also a pleasure to have the man whose birthday it is today. Happy birthday, Aunt You. How are you doing?
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Aunt You, and we are here to talk King and Queen of the Ring. Today's going to be a great show. Let's lock in, have some fun. I'm glad to be here with you, Ben and Shad.
Absolutely, it is going to be a fun one. And let's start with talking about the King and Queen of the Ring finals. Of course, on the men's side, we have Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, student versus mentor. We haven't seen them compete in years, and I am hyped for this one. On the women's side, we have the returning Asuka taking on Jade Cargill. Both of these matches, I really do feel could go either way. But Shad, I'm going to send it to you first. What is your prediction for both of them?
Ladies first. Let's talk about the Queen of the Ring. Let's talk about this monumental match that we have set in place. Jade Cargill has been nothing short but exceptional since she has come into WWE. She may have not had that dominant reign that she had in AEW, but you see the star power, you see the dominance as she enters into the ring. She is just undeniable. And this is an opportunity for her to clock in something monumental. Because she's a queen. Being queen of the ring only feels fitting for her. Getting an opportunity at SummerSlam, maybe going for Tiffany Stratton, going for that, opportunity for that belt. They got a little bit of history. It's something that really, really makes it hard to go against her. But it's not that hard to go against her because the woman she's going against is the most undeniable force in this tournament. It has been the returning Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow. She is a force, and she has looked like she hasn't missed a step since injury. You got to ride the hot hand. I love Jade. I think there's an opportunity for her to potentially get to that title, but she's still relatively new into this business. I don't think she needs it just now. I think Asuka, her time is now to get to that title match because Asuka versus Io Sky is a match that will put so many butts in seats. You talk about that being a title match at SummerSlam. My goodness, they're going to be match of the night. That will easily be match of the night if you set up Io versus Asuka. Damage control ties to it, the whole nine. That needs to be the match. Asuka needs to win Queen of the Ring. For that, I'm going ahead and pick her to win. On the other side, I don't think it's as hard of a pick. I think Cody Rhodes' route to Cena starts becoming King of the Ring. I love Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton is due for a title reign before he calls it quits. But I don't think Randy's quitting anytime soon. And I think the story is Cody to get that title back from John Cena. Whether he becomes a heel, whether he doesn't become a heel, whatever it may be, they have to get something en route for that. But just these two, like you mentioned, having a match, a lot of legacy tied to. You see what I did there? That's going to be another big time match. And to me, this is a big match for Cody to get a win, because, like you said, it's a different time. This is a different Cody Rhodes. This isn't the young pup. This isn't the undashing. This isn't Stardust. This is the American Nightmare. So I think he's got a point to prove. So I got him beating Randy. So I'm gonna go with Cody and Asuka as my winners.
Two great picks there. I mean, yeah, to your point, Cody, John Cena running it again at SummerSlam, a WrestleMania rematch. That would be a banger. And Garrett Sari in the comments agrees with you. He's saying Asuka versus Io as well. Archie is saying Kyrie, your cat, would be proud of you, saying Asuka is going to win. And also, Garrett says, happy birthday to Aunt You. Aunt You, who is your picks for the King and Queen of the Ring finals?
Man, I'm super excited for this. Like, for a long time, I haven't been excited about King and Queen of the Ring because you knew who was going to win. But I got to applaud WWE on how they build this one, because there are storylines for each and every person that's in the King and Queen of the Ring, right? Like you said, you got Asuka versus Io, which, I mean, they set up something good with that within 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks of writing, the backstage segment with Asuka and Io talking about their not in damage control, and Asuka's coming for Io is super good. And then the whole Jade, Tiffany, Naomi triangle that you can build off her winning. It's gonna be a great match. Jade versus Asuka. I mean, both of them have just many points on why they could win, but I feel it's going to be Jade getting the win over Asuka, which will legitimize Jade as being that next step up superstar from when she came in. It gives her a big win. I don't think the loss hurts Asuka that bad in her return. So I'm going Jade Cargill with the win there. At SummerSlam, we get Jade versus Tiffany with Naomi hopefully cashing in. It would be a great moment. On the men's side, everyone here knows, just because it's my birthday, I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I don't like Cody Rhodes. Never liked him, never will like him. So I am the biggest Randy Orton fan. Come tomorrow, I want to see Randy Orton versus John Cena at Backlash. They gave us that match, but you had the interference of R-Truth. So you gave us that cute little moment. Now give us the match we wanted. Now give us the nostalgia of John Cena, Randy Orton running it back one good time. Great match. Oh, it's going to be exciting. It's SummerSlam worthy.
Wow, so you are going against the common prediction, I guess, and going with Randy Orton. Absolute huge pick there. I, on the other hand, I'm going to disagree with both of you guys, because I disagree with you, Aunt You, on the opener. I reckon it is going to be Cody. I think Cody is going to be facing John Cena once again at SummerSlam, and I think he's going to fail to win once again. I think we are going to see 3 matches between the two, and Cody will eventually win the title in December. As for the women's one, well, that's where I disagree with you, Shad, because I have to go with Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill has been dominant all along. She's been on a hell of a run, and I do think it's all eyes towards Tiffy versus Jade Cargill at SummerSlam. But as for the AI, well, this is why there isn't the Ben versus AI this week. The AI's just agreed with me again. It's Cody and Cargill it's gone with as well. And once again, it uses the betting odds. I hate it when it does this. It's completely ruined the Ben versus AI series. It just picks the betting favorite and just spoils it each time, it feels like.
Is it which AI are you using?
Grok, Elon's.
Okay.
Although it gets a lot wrong. So I will say that much. I just seem to side
So does
with
Elon.
That's
Right.
true, yeah. They're probably linked. But before he takes us off the air over on X, and we've got to turn our mics back on like CM Punk, let's read some of the comments. Numero 1 says Jade Cargill wins Queen of the Ring, while Cody wins King of the Ring, agreeing with me there. However, he predicts that Cody will use some more heel tendencies as he slowly becomes Homelander Cody. Garrett says he can see Cody going for a crossroads and Randy Orton countering it with an RKO.
Wow. Okay.
Have we ever seen that?
No, but we're I mean, they can't have Cody lose 2 years in a row. You can't. I mean,
Randy, you mean?
Randy, right?
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't, but they can. That's the thing about it. Jenny says happy birthday, but up
Awesome.
next, let's talk about the United States champion. Let's talk about the man who Shad has always loved. Let's talk about the United States champion, Jacob Fatu, because he is going to be taking on Solo Sikoa. The US title will be on the line, and I'm going to go out and just say it out of the gates here. I think we are going to be seeing a new United States champion. I think Solo Sikoa is winning that belt with thanks to a man who we have seen in the dark matches on SmackDown the past couple of weeks, debuting Hikuleo. I think he's going to shock the world. He is going to debut and help Solo claim that gold, leading to a rematch at SummerSlam in Bloodline Rules. And the AI also agrees with me. This time I'll go to you first, Ant. You, what is your prediction for this one?
I wholeheartedly agree with you, Ben. I see Solo Sikoa winning that match, definitely with some help, whether it be JC Mateo or, like 7 feet tall, and you can't teach that, So Hikuleo definitely been in the dark matches. What a great way to him start. Same way Solo almost did, right? Solo started, or he had his debut overseas also. So it'll be a great introduction. But yeah, my pick for this match is Solo Sikoa. He's definitely getting the win, and we're going to get the funniest Intercontinental champion we've had in a while, or U.S. champion we've had in a while, because Solo is great right now. I love him. I love everything he's doing.
I completely agree with that. I mean, in Money in the Bank, he was the MVP. He was making me laugh out loud every other minute. It was golden. And I do think he deserves this opportunity to hold singles gold. Because, of course, he did in NXT with the North American Championship. But since getting called up to the main roster, he hasn't won a championship, a single championship. So I think now, with the rookies down for the past few years, it is his time. But, Shad, what do you think?
All gas, no brakes with it. Yada I mean. I got Jacob Fatu retaining. Ain't no way Solo Sikoa, Hikuleo, JC Mateo, whatever family member they got, Aunt Shirley, none of them. You bring them all. Because nobody can stop the werewolf that is Jacob Fatu. Fatu's retaining, man. This guy needs to go on an undeniable run. You need to give him the same livelihood of a championship reign as Gunther had with the Intercontinental title, because after this reign is done, when he loses the belt, he skyrocketed into the main event picture. He's going to be a world champion. This is arguably the undeniable force that they have in that entire roster on the men's side. Jacob Fatu is damn near a perfect talent. Like, there's nothing he does wrong in regards to being a superstar. And I like Solo Sikoa. He brings a couple chuckles to me as well. But he can't mess with him. Nobody in the bloodline can mess with Jacob Fatu. And I mean that. The only person that can maybe step up to him is obviously the big dog Roman Reigns. But the Usos, Solo, these the Capadanas of the is a Wu-Tang reference of the bloodline, God, none of them can mess with him at all, bro. Like, he is the best person from this family. Like, I get that same feeling that I got from Umaga back in the day, except this guy is able to cut promos like at a top level. So I got him retaining.
Shard, my question for you is this in your house 11? Because if Solo Sikoa loses, this man is buried alive. Honestly, I don't understand. Like, if he does genuinely lose this, Jacob Fatu is basically broken up with the man. He then went back to him a second time to try and get him back. He's broken up and rejected him once again. So if now he just beats Solo Sikoa's done. He looks like an idiot. He's Austin Theory. He's buried. He's done.
Oh, he's not Austin Theory now. He's actually got a bit of charisma and can do stuff.
Oh my
He's
gosh. Now you're
not
insulting
football.
Austin Theory too.
You're the one that put him in there, okay? You insulted him first.
But in all seriousness, surely it would hurt Solo Sikoa if he does lose this. This is must win for him.
I mean, it's must win, but he's going against the baddest guy in the yard. Like, that's one of the cases that it is. Like, I'm sorry, go for the IC. Oh, that's I don't know. That one's a little bit difficult too.
But if it wasn't for Solo Sikoa, if it wasn't for Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu wouldn't be in the WWE.
Exactly.
He brought this man in.
Oh,
He
okay.
brought him in this world. We're gonna take him out.
In kayfabe, yes, that's fine. But we know Jacob Fatu is where he's at because of him. He's just undeniable. People, he made Solo Sikoa even in a sense. I love you, Solo has got them like added. They need each other, okay? But they don't need each other now because the story's done. I got Fatu winning. I don't want to agree with you guys.
Fair enough on that. I think, right, even if Jacob Fatu wins it back at SummerSlam, give Solo a short reign just so he has something, a little bit of an accolade, just so he's not 6 feet underground, trying to climb out of a grave which just gets deeper with Austin Theory, and I have to do more and more push-ups every single day. But and actually, before we do that, let's go to the comments, because numero 1 says Solo is only Austin Theory if he starts teasing a split for 100 years. He probably will with JC Mateo, to be fair. Archie says, elevate Jacob or bury Solo. Seems like an easy choice. The audacity of you, Archie. I mean, these Chelsea fans, honestly, they're snakes in the grass. You have to keep, watch out for them. Universal is in the chat. Shout out to you. But up next, let's talk about Sami Zayn. And let's also talk about Karrion Kross. Two guys who fans are absolutely loving right now. We know Sami Zayn is going to be massively over in Saudi Arabia. He was on the kickoff show. He was last time he competed there. He is going to get one of the reactions of the night. But he is against the guy who fans have been given massive reactions to online in recent times in Karrion Kross. Fans want WWE to push Karrion Kross. There's a lot of speculation. Does Kross not take bumps properly? Is that maybe why he isn't getting pushed? Is there something else? I don't know, but what I do know, or at least what I do think, is that Sami Zayn is going to crush this man. Sami Zayn, easy dub, and the AI agrees with me. But Shardy, do you?
So this one is difficult for me because I do see the push for Karrion Kross online. And it's just not a push online. You see at the arenas when he wrestles on Main Event, today at the press conference, like, people are very receptive towards him. They want to see him have success. They want to see him on our television screens get a bit of a push. Karrion Kross has always been someone to me that has a level of talent because, one, he's a phenomenal speaker. Like, the guy's ability to cut promos are the type of promos that I like, very eerie, very over the head with it, like, a bit, I don't know, we don't like using the word salute to David, but cinematic in a sense, right? He sounds like an actor, like pitching lines in a film. And in ring wise, I don't think he's as bad as people put him out to be. I think he's got very traditional wrestling style. He sticks to his guns and he does what he's got to do. He's going against Superman. He's going against the king, man. He's going against the Sultan, the prince, the guy who everyone loves out in Saudi Arabia. And that is this man right here, Sami freaking Zayn. Look, in any other matchup, Karrion Kross, I would pick you, bro. You are my guy. We follow each other on X, but you're going against the dog that is Sami Zayn. He's going to go ahead and get that win. I don't think it hurts Cross. I think we just want to see Cross in prominent positions. But Sami Zayn, man, this is a guy that you need to continue to build up as a big-time babyface, because I think he's someone that can really finish the story of the whole Seth Rollins title reign, potentially beating Seth for the title. This is a guy that we've kind of been rooting for from the beginning of time. Like, he's just a jack of all trades, in my opinion, one of the most well-rounded professional wrestlers on the roster. So I got Sami Zayn winning in Saudi Arabia in front of all his Muslim brothers and sisters. It's going to be beautiful.
I do agree with you there, but we got this commentary from Numero One Superfly, which I think is fascinating, because he's suggesting, what if after this match we get a tag team between Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross?
No.
Not a fan?
Nah, man. Why? Why would they team?
I would, for a short while, wouldn't mind it. I
Okay.
think the story they've been telling, they could make that work.
So this is the thing. I like Cross's, I love his character because he's like the bug in your ear that's supposed to tell you to like do this. He thinks to kind of go in a different direction. That's a good way to get Sammy to go heel. But I would rather Sammy just to go heel and be a singles guy than them being a team. I don't see the dynamic of them as a team that's gonna like. Plus, they're gonna get over as heels too, so that might be a little.
No, I think they'd be baby faces. I think Cross, basically, Sami Zayn loses, he gets all upset, Cross tries to pick up the pieces, rebuilds him, and then eventually Cross then turns on Sami. We still have a face Sami beats Cross, and then we give him a singles push. I don't think it's going to happen, but I wouldn't mind it. I think you could make that work. I think it's a fantastic shout, Numero One. But Ant, what is your shout for this match?
Okay, so this is the perfect match to put on here. As you guys said, it's two people that are just loved by the crowd, right? Heel or face, it doesn't matter. Everybody knows Sammy's the face in this. Karrion Kross is the heel, but the crowd loves both. So what we get out of this match is, and everybody knows, the Saudi crowd can be a little bit lackadaisical at times, right? When it's people that they really love, they're into the match, they're excited, it lifts the building up. But then if it's a match they don't care about, they're just sitting there on their hands. So I see Sammy winning this match, but it's the first time in months that we got Karrion Kross on anything, that's not a main event or something like that. So this is going to be great for Karrion Kross. He's gonna push Sammy to the limit, right? Because his whole thing is about bringing out that evil in Sammy. So we're going to see Sammy maybe do something nefarious here on the outside, maybe using a chair, something like that to keep building that storyline. But definitely Sammy's getting the win. Karrion Kross is going to be reintroduced to the casual people that are enjoying this PLE. And it's a great way to slowly start bringing them back into storylines that are really good. So I'm excited for the match. But Sammy wins, hands down.
It should be a fun one, and that is the first one which we all have agreed on. We are all going with Sami Zayn, and I do think, to your point, that both are going to have a really good showing throughout. But talking about good showing, somebody who had a fantastic showing this past week on Monday Night Raw, Raquel Rodriguez. Obviously, over the last year, she has kind of been Liv Morgan's lackey, for lack of a better word. But we know from her days in NXT, Raquel Rodriguez is a star in her own right. And I think she's going to prove it now that Liv Morgan is away. Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez, they have had good matches before, but this time it will be a street fight. And this match is one which personally I'm really excited for. I think is going to over-deliver tomorrow and be a kind of a palate cleanser on a card full of good wrestling. This is going to be a street fight, and that is fun. But at the end of the day, I'm once again going with the AI on this one and picking Rhea Ripley. It kind of almost feels too obvious, but you just can't go against Rhea Ripley. I can't do that. But can you do that, aren't you? What's your pick?
Because you're forgetting a special thing. Street fight, no rules, Roxanne Perez.
Ooh.
2-on-1. Like, Rhea is the only person on the roster who could go through a losing streak and still be in title contention. It doesn't matter how many matches she wins or loses. Rhea's got that top spot. So this is perfect for Raquel. This is perfect to push Raquel up into that top female spot within the Judgment Day with Liv Morgan gone, right? Like, I know we shouldn't talk about the Judgment Day because they're not doing anything on this, but it's how it's going to go. You know, Raquel Rodriguez was the one that lifted up Roxanne on on Monday, you know, after she took out Rhea. So street fight plays into the Judgment Day's hands. Roxanne Perez definitely getting involved. My winner, Raquel Rodriguez. Let's go.
Do you know what? Like I said, it is so obvious to me that Rhea is winning that I could see that happening, because very often in wrestling, the obvious thing isn't actually what happens. Shad, what about you? Which way are you going on this one?
This is a must win for Raquel Rodriguez. And for that reason, I am picking a must winner. I'm picking Raquel Rodriguez pulling up an upset. You saw the glimpses of a star on Monday night. Like her calling out Rhea last Monday on Raw, the table spot, how crisp it just cracked. Raquel looked like a dominant beast. And I think that is a little bit eye-opening to what the WWE has to see. This is a make or break moment for her. And I think you need to, like y'all mentioned, ride a hot hand with her. This is an opportunity for her to get a quality win post everything that's going on with her tag team partner, Liv Morgan, getting hurt. Really define her. And like Big Ant said as well, Roxanne Perez is the X factor at the end of the day. The numbers game needs to be played. This is how you create that continuity between Raquel and Roxanne. This is how you create them to be the most dominant women's tag team on the roster. And you elevate both of them on a rainy day, right? Like a big cloud hit with losing Liv, but you can make the most out of it. And I think that's how you do it. I think the partnership is going to be there. And to me, Raquel Rodriguez is such a underrated wrestler because she is the ultimate glue girl when it comes to tag teams. If you look at all the tag teams that she's been in the history of her time in the WWE, they all have fit well. Like no one has ever questioned it, from Dakota Kai to Liv Morgan and to what we're going to get now. Like it all suits so well. And I feel like we have to give her a little bit of respect for that. You know, people try to say she's this, that, boring. It's not the case. She's someone that does her job, and she does her job very well. So I think she's well-deserved for it. For Rhea, you don't look bad in defeat because the numbers game got you. And you're going to come back looking for vengeance. And that vengeance will be at Evolution 2 when Rhea Ripley teams with one of the biggest legends in wrestling history, Nikki Bella.
Ew.
Oh, I could see that happening. I can see it. I said it last week too. It would be an all-time tag team. I mean, that is literally a tag team you'd never expect, two polar opposites.
Yeah,
but they could be the next tag champs.
You can look, but you can't touch my brutality. That's what they're gonna be called.
Ew.
Bit long.
It definitely makes sense. But when Raquel and Roxanne start teaming up, I already know what I'm going to start calling them. They're going to be known as La Mexicools.
Oh my gosh!
Where's Roxanne from? What's her? Is she Mexican descent? I have to look that up. I know she's from like Texas, but I know she's Latina. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up.
I have no idea. Numero 1 goes Rhea Ripley wins the street fight. However, Raquel continues to beat up Rhea on Raw as she wants another match with Rhea at Evolution, which eventually leads to 3 stages of hell. Numero 1's favorite prediction. That and Shane McMahon buying AEW.
Gosh. That is okay.
You found your answer?
Yeah,
her father's Puerto Rican, dad.
Mom is
okay.
Mexican.
So yeah, she and Raquel is Mexican descent. So yeah, it could work.
La Mexicools.
There we are. WWE. Give us credit when it happens. But TCX Warlord predicts Cross for the previous match because Sami sucker punched Cross on Raw, which means Cross is winning. Good point.
Did you like change your picture in the midst of
He
comments?
did. He loves to change his picture. It's fantastic.
I was
He
like,
changed his picture to Arsenal last week. I loved it.
it was yesterday on the show too. He had the Arsenal thing on his yesterday when I showed it.
Come on. But up next, let's talk for a second about the main event. Let's talk about the never seen 17 John Cena, because he is going to be defending that championship against a long-time rival, against a man who dropped a pipe bomb on him in 2011. Well, he dropped one back last week, and will we see a reverse of Money in the Bank 2011? Will John Cena leave with a championship? Will he blow CM Punk a kiss goodbye? CM Punk is in the news a lot today. He apologized to Saudi Arabia for that 2019 tweet he did. A lot of people, including myself, are just calling him a straight-up hypocrite. I mean, this man, I'm glad he apologized because he needed to on this thing. But this man does not stick to any opinion that he has. If he was on this show right now, he'd be changing his predictions mid-show, just constantly rotating them because he can't stick to anything to save his life. But he won't be sticking to the WWE Championship anytime soon either, because I'm predicting a John Cena retain, and so is the artificial intelligence. Chad, I'm going to put this one to you first. What is your prediction?
Well, first and foremost, let me say this. In regards to CM Punk, Phil Brooks, the man, his moral compass and his motives can be that. I do find it hysterical. I do think he comes off as a big hypocrite. This is someone that said he would never return to the WWE, came back to pro wrestling against the rival promotion and found his way back into the WWE. So a lot of what he says, can't take it with a lot of merit, but also as a man, you grow in age, maturation happens, and money also talks too. So whether that is or whatnot, him getting booed today at the press conference was very funny to me. And the apology it's all, just lighthearted to me, but it is what it is. In regards to the match, Cena wins. I think John Cena is deliberately going through all the ghosts of his past and beating them as this last hurrah. And I got to give him credit where credit's due. Having a match with Punk in Saudi Arabia with all that we know is it is a very John Cena-esque thing. I've loved everything about this matchup being built to it because there's no, punches being held on here. They're really going at it. They're bringing a lot of what was said, obviously, with the pipe bomb and whatnot. And I think this is just another tally on this title reign. And the longer this happens, obviously, I don't know when this title reign ends. I want to say it ends at SummerSlam. But if we're going the whole shtick as a heel, and the longer this plays out, I mean, how many more dates do we have? I don't know. I don't have a watch on me. I would let him hold it to the last day. I would let him hold it to the last day and play to that storyline. So we'll see what happens. But in regards to tomorrow, I got him beating Punk.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of fans, including Archie, I know he's one of the biggest ones who keep saying it, want Cena to lose the title at SummerSlam and then to turn back face before December. But I agree with you, Shad. I don't want that to happen. I want him to go all the way until December, all the way to the final day and threaten to take that title, threaten to walk out with it.
So here's the thing, right? I don't think babyface Cena helps himself out in this title reign. The longer this is going on, I think with his limitations as a wrestler, how he's kind of a bit of a shell of himself, I think being heel and running with these overbooked matches and shenanigans and finding ways to, attack baby faces, I think this should be the entirety of his last reign. Yeah. When he goes babyface, let it be when he loses that title on the last day. I think we should let this run for it. We're not going to get it again. Come on.
Exactly.
Just let it go, man. Let it rock. We're already so far into it as well. So I'm with you.
we've seen face Cena for so long. I have no interest in seeing him end like it. Like there's no added value for me on that one. But we got a couple of comments I want to quickly read out because Numero One is suggesting something here, which I actually think could potentially happen to set up SummerSlam, and that John Cena wins thanks to knocking out the referee. Seth teases a cash-in. Roman Reigns returns to screw over Seth, but Punk gets so flabbergasted, or in my prediction, maybe even accidentally spears or something CM Punk or something like that. And then John uses a low blow, hits Punk with the belt, and retains. I could see that happening because that way
That's the
also setting up
overbooking I like.
SummerSlam.
That's the
Yeah, I think that would
overbooking
work.
Cena matches I like.
It would work. It would. I know some people would be fuming about it, but it would work, and it would set up the biggest party of the SummerSlam in multiple ways. We've got Kevin in the chat saying Cena is leaving with it, and there will be a new title in 2026. But he is also saying, happy birthday, Aunt You. What is your prediction for the main event?
So, your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. It's the franchise. Boy, I'm shining now. John Cena wins, hands down. There's no way CM Punk beats him. So what I see happening here is John Cena just destroys CM Punk in Saudi Arabia. And it's going to be a great match. Everything's going to be good there. I don't see any returns. I don't see a reason for Roman Reigns to come back now. I don't see a reason for anything like that to happen. What will happen, though, is that John Cena is beating CM Punk, keeping the title, retiring with it, and we'll get a new title next year because he is the last great champion. It's simple. Simple.
Yeah, I do agree with that as well. I mean, wait, sorry. Did you say you think he's leaving with the title?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is up with you and Clark thinking this title is like 200 years old almost? You can't just get rid of it.
He's the last great champion. Last great champion.
Wiped off the face of the earth. No way. I mean, Shad, do you think that it's possible?
I think it's possible. I think you could sell yourself for that. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think in the realm of possibility, it could definitely happen just off of that. It would be the biggest, homage to him. You truly, if he does that, he is, to the WWE's eyes, the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And that is stamped by legacy. Like, they won't allow you to make an argument for anybody in the past. The Rock, potentially Roman Reigns in the upcoming, Stone Cold. Like, no, you are telling us that John Cena is the face of what the WWE is, and he is going to be that forever. And I'm afraid what Aunt U's doing because he stepped away. I feel like something's about to happen.
Uh-oh.
Like a prophet's coming. He might pull Jordy on us, like, come here, Cena. Yeah.
This might just be that early episode of the Daily where it's everybody walked out mid-daily. And just Kobe came back and was like, where is everybody? But honestly, if I'm being completely honest with you, there's no way it'll happen. No way can that entire history not be erased, but be ended. I mean, everything which would come after that point would be second best. You'd have basically ended WWE. You would have completed it. It would feel like it's, The Walking Dead. It's outlasted its welcome.
It does feel like that. I don't think that's going to happen. It's so...
Can't.
To me, when we heard that he was going to go on this retirement tour, the idea was, will he potentially go on matches to kind of put people over? But we saw him kind of do that prior to this title reign. He was losing to Austin Theory, lost to like Solo, the whole nine. Now it looks like he's become a dominant figure. But to your point, like, that plays off to the character a little bit. But I think I'm a firm believer of this. You build someone so strong that when he loses, the person that beats him becomes a bigger deal. So to me, Cena should continuously get win after win after win after win. And by the time he loses that belt, it's going to be a big deal for whoever takes the title off of him. So
Fair enough.
We thought you was about to come out with the Cena sleeves and hat.
No, I already pulled the toy out.
Oh, that's a big action
That's
figure,
massive.
by the way.
Yeah,
Where did you get
36
that?
tall John Cena. If you don't have one of these, you're not a Cena fan. But nah, man, my dog had like started crawling under the bed, and I had to get him out. And
Oh no, you good. I literally thought you were about to do something. That's why we didn't like pan the camera out here for a second.
man,
I'm about to like come out with a prop like Jordy does.
Fully dressed as John Cena. You can't see me.
man.
That was a
that would've
letdown.
been the
Big Ant. I'll
best.
just let you know that was a big letdown.
Massively disappointed. I'm joking. Kevin says, no way anyone beats Cena. They will have a tournament for a new title, and whoever wins the tournament, Seth cashes in on.
So-
Fernando says Stone Cold is the
I
guy.
will surprise y'all.
You know what? I'm gonna
and wear something
backtrack
you
what I
never
said,
thought.
man.
Oh, Jey Uso glasses. Yeet.
Hey.
Now a Jey Uso fan.
No, not a Jey Uso fan, but I got the glasses.
Eat juice. Now that I'm thinking about it, I actually hate the idea of him taking the belt and leaving with it. Because you run into the
gonna be
same
beautiful.
issue. You run into the same issue with Roman getting the unified belts. The other belt that you create doesn't mean anything. The only
Yeah.
belt that matters is the belt that Cena is gonna leave with. So at that point, you in theory, you don't have a world champion anymore.
It's
It's
done.
right.
WWE's
Done.
finished. It's
Yeah.
over. The entire company.
So I hate that idea. So you and Clark and Kevin, yeah, no. Sorry guys. It's a no for me, dog.
But that does bring us to the end of the show, guys. It's been a chaotic one, but it's been a lot of fun.
Get rid of
Thank you,
those. Don't
Shad.
need those.
Happy birthday and you. And we will be back different time tomorrow. It will be an hour later than usual, so it will be 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern, and 1 p.m. Pacific. Or basically, immediately following Night of Champions. It's going to be a Night of Champions review immediately following the show. Also, we are going to be doing a watch along. Me, Jordy, Shad, and Clark will be doing a watch along tomorrow live during the show. So make sure to check that out on the Wrestling Republic YouTube channel as well. Thank you to everybody who has watched today. We will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.